Hello, it's Wednesday morning. I've not really getting much anything done the past couple of days, apart from things I'll show you in the greenhouse, just while I've been sitting pottering on and things. It's time, with the weather changing, it's starting to get double digits from this weekend, so a lot of things that's at home can go down to the garden. A lot of things that's in the greenhouse where the fire is can go into the polytunnel or into the cold greenhouses as well. So lots to get sorted out. I got a plan of action sorted for the rest of this week as well, and we'll see what else I can get done. But let's show you what I've potted up, so what I've potted so far, and I've got other things which need to start getting potted as well. I've had a bit of a change around with some stuff that's in here. I've taken a lot of the onions out and taken them into the sitting room. I've sorted out giant beetroot that I got from Steve Martin. So I've got these ones here, and these are 3 giant Swedes that I've got. I've got to go and see Dave later on today from Daves Allotment. I'm going to head over, and he's got a giant Swede of the seed that I give him. He's got a spare couple for me, which I'm going to go and pick up because I've had an issue with mine. I got these 2 Mark and More cucumbers from John. So I've just popped them into here. My loofah is doing well. I'll have to check to see if that needs potted on shortly. What I've sowed some polyanthus. I've sowed long chili, Thunder Mountain from Seb. I've also sown a tray of cosmos, and I've sowed a tray of lobelia as well. I've also sowed a full tray of zinnias because I want to get some nice flowers for the garden as well, and I don't want to be falling behind. I am going to have to go through and sort all of the sunflowers out again. I'll have to re-sow the sunflowers, but I'll do that inside. Things like the stuff that's up here, these leeks and everything, can go outside. Don't want to be on the top there anymore. I've got some cabbages there which can go outside as well. So it's just a case of trying to make space for other things that's in here. Down below here you can see the geraniums. They're ready to be pulled out. And I've also got the gladiola, the glads in the back here as well, which I need to pull out and check on them. Not only have I got these to sort out, I've noticed that of course with the nice weather we've had, these mini mums are starting to throw off lots of new shoots. So I need to go back in my pictures and my videos and have a look to see which ones are what. I didn't document them, and then from there just take the cutting so I know exactly what colour or what. There's a lovely little ladybird there sitting playing on that flower there. Nice to see. But yep, that's what I've got to get sorted as well. Strawberries I've just left. Yeah, they're doing all right. I'm doing all right. But yeah, right. Time to get sorted because I've still got to go down to the allotment. So I'm going to make a bit of room down here and get sorted out. Pulled out all of the sunflowers and had a look to see if there's any sunflowers left. Unfortunately, the mice have eaten them all, so I'll have to have a rethink with the way in which I sow them sunflowers. I'll have to leave them inside. I've sorted out this Brunswick cabbage. I've got 5 out of all of the ones that I had. I think I managed to get about a quarter of them, so there's 5 to go off there. So just small amounts that I'll be able to play with. My next task before I head down to the garden is going to be to pop these angel trumpets up that I got off Martin. Now some of them are doing fantastic, some of them are just a little bit lagging behind. Hopefully they'll be fine once we do a bit of potting on. The root systems on them are really good. Now with angel trumpets, from what I've been informed, you need to make sure that they don't get root bound, because if they get basically they don't like it. So I've just pulled this one out here to see what the root system's like. As you can see, that's ready to be potted up. So they'll be going from these small pots into the next size up, which is the 2 litre, and on from there. So I'm going to get that sorted and done now. And there we go. There's them angel trumpets potted up again. They only need potted up in a couple of weeks' time, but I should be able to pop them outside. So of course the weather's turning, so I should be able to pop these outside with no risk of any frost damage on these at all. So that's them done. That's everything done that I need to do in here for the time being. Get everything nice and cool. I'm going to head down to the garden with my little bag of compost and some further things down the garden which I want to put on as well. So I'll see you down there. Got one bed done the other day. I'm going to see how far I get with the others now. Might as well get it done. Before I get it done, I thought I'd just show you the air raid shed shelter that is on the other plot. Now I know that Dave, who I'm going to see later on, is going to be making his own this year, but it is a really good little idea. What I recommend as well though is always have a bit of ventilation at the top, just like this one's got. So I thought I'd just give you a quick show what mine looks like, Dave, if you're watching. So it's just bricked up at the front with a door on it. There's three sections on this side, 3 sections on the other side, and they're all it's bricked out at the back as well, and it's got a bit of ventilation at the back as well. So yeah, that's what my air raid shed shelter looks like, and it does come in handy for keeping things inside of. So yeah, right, time to get the rotavator out and get on with this. So that's 7 beds rotavated. That's the mess that I've left. So I'm going to pop this back up on the stand and I'm going to start tidying everything up so we can see the paths and everything again. Well, after four paths, I think I need to sit down and have 2 minutes to run me back on my hands. A lot of people don't know, but I have a lot of problems with this hand, left hand. Got a massive scar running down the side of it, and I've got a bit of nerve damage in my fingers, so the vibrations from the rotavator has not really helped much out. So I'm going to have 5 minutes, I'm going to have a drink. It's really hot today. It's a shame that I don't have a few more hours in the day, or might have even tried to get the polytunnel cover pulled tight, but that's a job for Friday as long as the weather stays like this. But yeah, I'm going to have 2 minutes before I get sorted. Plan on going down to Dave's for around about 4 o'clock, so I'll take some, see what goodies I've got here, and I'll take some stuff down for him as well. So time for 5 minutes. And done. So that's 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 beds all sorted. I've kind of just partially repaired this bed here as well, just what I had at hand. That's a bed turned over, dug over. I'll leave them. The next step will be to put the covers over the top. I'll do that once the ground lowers down and settles down, after sorting that out. Right, let's see what else I can get sorted. Right, into the polytunnel. Now, I've already prepared this side. I've just moved all this stuff from this side onto that side. Most of these beams are the beams that hold the plastic in place when I get it sorted out. What a difference this tunnel skin makes putting it on here. It's warm and it's cool with the breeze as well, with the gaps at the side as well. I still haven't found the green mesh. Don't know where that is. I will find it. I'm sure I'll come across it somewhere. So yeah, that side's already been done, dug over. This side I put the alpaca manure on. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get it dug over and I'm going to get it rotavated then I'm going to leave that to settle. Then what I'm going to do is, when the time comes, I've got a week off for the first week of May, I'll get the black and white plastic sorted out, which I've already found. I've got the soaker hoses to put down and prepare, so I'll get all of this leveled off, the soaker hoses put down and the black and white plastic put on top, ready for planting out. Now I want to get the black and white plastic down, even if it's not cut. I want to get it down so that I can bring the leeks from inside of there into here, because from this weekend the weather's going to be all right to keep the plants in the tunnel, so more space for me to get stuff sorted out. So let's get this dug over, let's get this rotavated, and that's another job done. Well, so before I get started with that, there's been more tulips popped up and more hyacinths popped up in here. I smelt it straight away. The white hyacinths there look lovely, and these yellow, I can't even remember what these are. I'm sure these are tulips, but they look absolutely beautiful as well. I do like the red and the yellow. The one thing with the daffodils, what I would say, I'll just try and squeeze in here. Once they get to this stage, you just want to take the seed head off, just so you can put more energy back in the bulb for next year. So deadhead your daffodils as and when. But I want to show you one of the tulips from the spring bulb lasagna pots starting to come through there. These pink ones here, I will get the name of them. Let's have a see if I can find the name. They're in here somewhere. If not, there it is there. There's the name. So what's these ones? These are the double early. And as you can see, they're a lot earlier than the other ones. But they're pretty. There's little pink ones there. But the other pots, the tulips haven't popped up yet. Same with them ones. So this year so far looks like they're ready to. They are doing exactly what they said they're doing. I do have some black parrots behind us, but they're not up yet. Anyhow, drifting on. I do love these tulips as well. I love anything with the yellow and red. The fiery colours. It looks really nice. I'm gonna have to get them moved from there, because there's two bulbs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 bulbs there. I might just put them in a pot and build the stock up for them. But all of this was no planning whatsoever. I didn't plan anything at all. I just put them in, and a few years later, it's just full of colour. I love it. I absolutely love it. Right, let's get on with that then, anyways. Well, that's the tunnel beds prepped. Just need to wait for that to settle down. I'll get the black and white plastic on top, obviously the soakers underneath, to get all that paper in. They'll be on the jobs of list of things to do when I have my week off. But on that's sorted out as well. Happy days. So last year with the hanging baskets, massive failure. Grew the seeds, basically it was the wrong type of plants to put in the hanging baskets. They got too leggy and it was a bit of a nightmare. But I've already got the pot of plants to get sorted out this year with petunias going in. I'm also got all of the petunias to still carry on and finish off as well, which I might get sorted next. But I've just spotted something from last year's hanging baskets, which I'll turn you around and I'll show you. All of the hanging baskets, these violas have come back from last year, which is nice to see. So I've got a little hanging basket here full of violas, so I'm going to keep them ones just into there. There's a little one at the top of there as well. The rest of them all died off though. But plan is for these this year is to have them coming out of here and have the petunias in out the top as well, and that's the reason as to why I've sown so many as well. And they're all at the back of there, which I'll get on with next once I've had 5 minutes again. Little and often, guys, little and often. Change my mind. I've bit the bullet and I'm going to leave these 6 out here just so I've got more space in the greenhouse, because they need to come out because the benches are too high. I'm not going to be moving the benches up, and I've had a look at the weather forecast. The lowest it's going to be is 8 degrees. These have had lower a couple of times. This should be absolutely fine. So I'm going to leave these in here in this tray. Fits in nicely, and that means I have space in the top greenhouse to get things potted on as well. But I'm pleased with the way these have turned out so far. I'm happy with them. Right, let's get a crack on before I head to Dave's. Right, well, I'm down at Dave's. I've just popped in to say hello because he's got some stuff for me, and as you know, I like to always bring things myself. So I've brought some stuff down for him as well. I found him sitting in here. Hey! I've brought him, like I say, I've been sorting out my greenhouse today, and I've brought him down some ellie leeks in 2 litre pots, because I've got loads and loads of ellie leeks. I've also brought down some heavy onions as well, the Peter Glazed ones. I got them off Gary. So Gary, I'm sharing the joy, mate. I've got loads for what I need in the space I've got. Because I'm pretty much limited.
Come to a good home.
Certainly will do. Just been having a look around Dave's, and he's been showing us what he's been getting up to. You'll see it on his YouTube channel as well, Blue Star Dave. But at the minute he's got a few things started off which I haven't got going. He's also he's taking some grapevine cuttings, which are these ones here from this grapevine that's in the greenhouse here. As you can see, I noticed.
Grapes on,
no, I noticed as well. Exclusive. He's got grapes on. Now this was a fire in here a couple of years ago. Obviously not in this greenhouse itself. Thought he'd lost this grapevine because it's
burned from there.
Burned from there. So he left it. It's always, nature always finds a way. All right, Dave.
It does, aye.
Always finds a way.
Tremendous.
And this is it's coming all the way back here.
Black hamburger, y'all.
There we go. I'll have to write that down on them ones. But there's a couple there. It's already, this one's rooted, and another one's rooted as well. But they'll be getting left in there. And Jeff, yours is here, mate. Yours is here.
Hi, Jeff.
He's got all sorts going on. He's got dahlia cuttings on the go. It's something I haven't done.
That's a potato that was down there.
That one there is a little potato that's been down there. Now it doesn't matter the size of the potato because the potato is just a seed. So as soon as you put it in the soil, once it's finished with the seed section itself, it'll just grow from the compost and whatever feeds in the compost.
It'll have some canny roots.
So
that new, actually.
They're starting not just yet. But it's got plenty, loads and loads and loads on going at the moment.
Swedes, violas, sunflowers. Nick's Allotment Diary. Do you watch him?
Yes, I do. He's
got a sunflower challenge. Nick,
I've just noticed that as well.
If you're watching this, Nick, there is my sunflower challenge. That is a giant sunflower from Dean himself, which was a massive. So count me in.
Is that the ones from the 15-inch ones?
Aye.
I've lost all mine.
That's huge. You give us one.
Yeah.
Seed,
Yeah. But
and I think it might be. I don't know. Oh no. I thought it was popping out.
Mike's got all mine, so I'll have to try and find all mine again. But he's provided us with them, and also I brought some seed down for him for some giant Swedes, and of course, as you know, were mine all just went to pot. So I've getting a couple to play with from Dave.
They're mainly.
Aye, they're Dave's. Mine are elsewhere.
I just thought I'd put them out there because it was a bit hot in the greenhouse.
It's starting to come back to life, but he's provided us with these two here. So I'm taking them. So thanks very much for those, Dave. It's like giving back. Normally when I give stuff to people, the stuff that they grow is a lot bigger than mine.
Well, once you get them into a bigger pot, they'll shoot up.
I'll be potting them
up. Them get potted up every week now, like.
You've seen in your video, are you?
But they're for you.
They're for me as well, so I'm getting all my stuff put together, but I've left Dave with some goodies, the onions, the leeks, and also a couple of chrysanthemums as well. So
And we've had a cuppa.
We've had a cuppa. Got the kettle on as soon as I got here. Proper great guest work. Right. Well, thanks very much for letting us come over again, Dave. It's always a pleasure popping down.
It's always a pleasure having you, mate.
So that's me sorted for today. I'll be back on Friday. Hopefully we'll have a sunshine again. Hopefully we'll have sunshine again so that I can get that polytunnel cover on. Because I've only got Friday this week, so there'll be plenty of stuff to be done then. So, thanks, Dave. And I'll see you all on Friday.
Laters.
Hi everybody, it's Thursday. Dave yesterday was kind enough to give me his grapevine cuttings. He took some cuttings a little while ago so that I could I could take some. Jeff, you're getting some as well. If you're watching. So that's them in there. They'll stay in here for a little while now. They'll stay in here, get nice and warm. That'll be them sorted out. Just leave them to start rooting. I've still got, of course, all of these to put on. They've come up lovely now since I gave them my water yesterday. So I've got all of these prepared. I'm going to make a start with this tomorrow afternoon because I've got work 8 till 1 tomorrow. So I'm going to get started with that. I'm also going to start getting sorted with the tomatoes, more tomatoes to go in, and also start preparing my own vegetables and stuff to go in as well. So there's nothing really much going on at the moment, so I shall see you tomorrow afternoon. Morning everybody, Saturday morning. Busy day for me. I've got a double shift at work. But in the meantime, the marrow seeds that I started chitting the other day have started to root, which is fantastic after a few days. I'll show you. What I'm going to do before I head off for work is just pop them into some compost, and that's another job done. So let's turn you around and I'll show you what they're like. So these are from this is just an ice cream tub. I've had these on the heated propagator, and these are from the £149 marrow that Dale sent me. So keep on the top, as you can see there. Really good germination there on them, and they start actually stick to the paper. So I'm just going to be very careful. I'm going to get them out. I'm going to place them into 3 pine pots. Okay, so put some mica in these holes. As you can see, the roots in these are very good. They've even started coming up the bottom now as well. So I'm just going to pop that into there, and pop that one into there. Just get a bit of a dusting with the mycorrhizal. Look at this one. This one's nearly ready to pop out of its shell. I'll pop that one into there. So it's direct contact with the mycorrhizal. There we go. I'll just give them a shake. Give it a shake. Give it a shake. Bit over the top. And Bob's your uncle. And Fanny's your aunt. That's the marrow seeds put in. All 3 germinated. Fantastic stuff. I just need to focus there. Sorry. There we go. So marrow seeds put in. Germination chamber. You can use this for things like sweet corn and all sorts of different things. And also, like I say, you can do pumpkins and all sorts in there as well. So just a bit of toilet roll, bit of kitchen roll, damp. Make sure you put it over the top as well, onto a heated bench or even on a windowsill in the sunny position. Just going to help the seeds get germinated a bit quicker. But that's me sorted for today. I've got work today and work tonight as well, through the night with the box and that's on. So I'll see you tomorrow afternoon after I've had a bit of a sleep. So I'll see you down in the garden tomorrow afternoon to finish off this week. Morning everybody, Sunday morning. I wasn't expecting to be up so early, but it is what it is. Let's get cracked on. It's nice and sunny, might as well enjoy the day. A couple of things in the greenhouse this morning before I head down to the plot. As you can see behind me, I've brought the sweet potatoes for the sweet potato slips. Now there's a few in here which are ready to be taken. Never done this before, so I'm going to have a quick look up before I do it. Then I'll tell you about that in a second. I've also got the germination of the pumpkins and also the tall sunflowers, which have, as you can see there, the roots have come through and they've germinated. So the sunflowers I'll be setting away now as well. So I'll just quickly get my stuff ready and I'll quickly get these in. Oh, Trouble!
Hello.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter to you too. Are you going to help me plant these sunflowers?
Yeah.
Right, well, you've got to be very careful. I'll show you, look at. Which ones do you think are sunflowers?
Them ones.
Nah, they're not sunflowers, they're pumpkins.
Them ones.
Them 3 there. So what I need you to do is I've already got the cups in. I've put a bit of mycorrhizal in, a bit of mica. Put your bunny rabbit down. There we go. Bunny rabbit can stay there. And if you get the seeds, and be careful with them, because you don't want to damage the root. Okay, so I'll show you the first one. Look, you get the seed. Okay, you pop them into there. Okay, you put them into there like that, in the hole, Elizabeth. Then just cover them over. So there's one done. Can you do the other two for me? Make sure the root's pointing down, and make sure you don't bend the root or damage the root. If you need to just drop it in, drop it in. It'll survive, it's fine, we'll sort that out. Nice and firm, there we go. And another one as well. Let's have a see before you do that. Let's have a look. So what we need to make sure is that the root is down, which is exactly what it is. So we'll just cover that over, and what we'll do, we'll give them a little drink of water. That's the sunflower sorted. Just a little bit, because they're already rooted. And what we'll do is we'll get a couple of little pots, Elizabeth. Get a couple of little pots. We'll fill them with the compost, and we'll put these pumpkin seeds in as well. That's germinated so far. Good, lass, well done. So these sweet potatoes, which have started a root. Now normally, like I mentioned in the past, these root from the bottom. So the roots come at the bottom and the slips come from the top. In this instance, they haven't. The roots have come from the bottom and the slips have joined them, basically. So what I've done is I've just done a test one here, and on this one here, the whole thing came away from the sweet potato with roots. So all I've done is just pot it into this pot, so just till it gets some more roots, and I'll put it into a bigger pot, then it'll be ready to go in the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and start doing it with the rest of these now as well, as you can see. There we go, that's come away there nicely. So I'll see what I can do with these, see if I can separate them off and put them in separate pots. Now, like I said before, what you'd normally do is you normally just take these slips off when they're about 3 to 4 inches tall, snap them off, place them in water until they develop their own root system. Well, at this moment in time, what I've been able to do is remove these from the bottom, from where they've started growing, and we'll do a little experiment. I've never grown sweet potatoes like this before. We'll see how things pan out the way these are at the moment. At the moment, they've already got a root system, which came from the main mother plant itself, but as you can see, that should feed this no problem. So they've got a well-established root system already. Let's see what happens. If anybody's got any advice or anything like that in regards to if I've done this incorrectly, or if they've got any other advice which you can give, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. But I'm going to put all of these up now. Unfortunately, I broke my stand, my camera stand. I brought it down for in the greenhouse here so I can prop these up, but unfortunately it broke, so it snapped off, which wasn't helpful at all. So I need to go and buy myself another one of these for the greenhouse. So that's the reason why I haven't been able to do a time lapse. So let's just do it the old fashioned way, and with a snap of my fingers. So there we are, that's them done. I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got 10 slips all together with the roots. We'll see how they progress. Now these need to stay in somewhere warm, so I'm going to leave them in the greenhouse because it is rather warm in here today. As you can see, it is very warm on the outside here, 30 degrees. That's just above 84 I think it is. Inside of here, it is currently 25 degrees, so it's a little bit cooler inside of here. I've got the fan going full pelt. Probably could do with another fan in here, to be honest. But at the moment, I'm pleased with the way that's working out. But that's them done. That's that sorted out, another job done. I've also brought out the geraniums. The geraniums are starting to grow. There's been no water into them at all. Nothing been done with them. As you can see, they're all coming up nicely. I can probably take cuttings. I'll probably take cuttings from them, which I will do. Some of them haven't even rooted into the compost. Some of them have. So as you can see there, that'll be a cutting there. Take a cut from that, but I'll do that next week, and I'll show you how to take cuttings from geraniums. So I've got these all marked up as well, so I know exactly what's what. Right, time to head down to the plot. What I've just realised, I might as well do it while I've got it, is the Procyon that I've got on the dahlias that I've got on the the propagator bench, heat bench. These are the more cuttings that I've taken. Now what I'm going to do is basically I'm going to start these off. I'm going to put them in some rooting hormone and just place them in here and leave them in here until they root. I had the first lot I threw away because I don't really use the first lot. The second lot should become fine. So once again, all I'm going to do is I've got them cut. Now I normally cut them at an angle just below the leaf. Just going to dip it into there, so it's a bit on the bottom there, and just place it into the soil. Now handy hint, don't do what I've just done there. Because if you push it on, you could damage the leaf. So it's always handy to have something that you can push in for, like, to make a hole. So like something like that there, just so that you don't damage the leaf itself, the stem. So I don't know how many I've got here, but just for example, there we go. So all I'm going to do, one by one, just a bit of a dip in there, into the hole they go, dip in there, into the hole, so on and so forth. I think I've done exactly the right amount of holes. How lucky was that? Nah, I meant that. I meant it. That's exactly how many I had. I knew how many I'd had. So into there, one-handed. That's how easy it is. These are late, very late. I normally do these from January onwards. So just firm them all in. So there's contact on both sides. And there we have it. Dahlia cuttings. Sorted. You don't have to use your rooting hormone. You can just pop them in straight away. And there they're going. They're going in the sunshine, on the warmth. I'm going to put them just on there. I'll take them back in and put them on the heat mat overnight. Right, time to head back to heading down to the garden now. Okay, so down the garden now, and I've basically just been watering everything off. It's been really hot really today. The temperature in the greenhouse at this present moment in time is currently the maximum has been 35.5, and it's currently 30.3 at the moment in here. It's really warm, so I've got a little fan going. Also, a handy tip for you as well is, if your greenhouse is really warm and you've got access to water and a hose, just spray the floor with water and it'll cool things down as well. So it'll help out if you don't have anything like a fan or anything like that. So a little handy tip for you there. What I'm going to get done now quickly, before I need to go over to my mum's for some dinner and spend some time with the family, I'm going to start getting things sowed. So things like turnip, beetroot. Beetroot's going to go direct outside. Also going to get some cauliflower sown, some broccoli sown. Normal standard veg is going to get sown now. So I'm going to go and get the seeds. And I'll try and put these up somewhere. Of course, it's going to be difficult with not having my sticky cup anymore, but I'll find somewhere to stand, and we'll get crack on as fast as I can, basically. Okay, so I'm ready to start sowing these veg, basically the standard veg. I'll be doing 20 in a tray, as you can see the tray below me here. So I've got my watering trough in there. I've got 20 pots in there, little cups. These are basically they'll stay in here until they're ready to be planted out, basically. So I'll do 20 at a time. I've already got everything prepared for later on because I'm not going to get everything sowed today. I'm going to be sowing now some all-year cauliflower. So I'm starting to sow some all-year. This is the old packet of seeds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 per pot. And if they germinate together, 2 germinate together, what I'll do is I'll just select the strongest one and just thin them out accordingly. So I'm going to pop these onto quick speed. I'm going to quickly get this done and see what else I can get sorted out until I need to shoot off. So that's the cauliflower sorted out. I'm going to try and get turnips in. These are just normal standard turnips, the best of all. And they're also, I'm going to get some broccoli in as well. These are the Calabrese Autumn Spear. So that's them ones as well. So I'm going to do exactly the same in 2 other pots. So I'll see how quick I can get this done. 2. Right, well, I didn't realise I didn't press play, record. So what I've done is I've got the turnip in here, I've got the broccoli in here, and I've got the cauliflowers in here. So there's a start. Other than that, I've started clearing some things out of here. I've got my Roma tomatoes under here, which will need potting on shortly. My Spanish tomatoes, which I got off Jeff. They're the seed from last year. They're doing really well. They've got a first truss on them already. Now, first truss means the first load of bearing flowers for the fruit, which, as you can see, there it is there. So you get a first truss there. Then you'll have, when it gets bigger, I'll have a second truss, third truss, 4th truss all the way to 6 trusses. Once it gets to 6, I nip the tops off. So now all I've got to do is just keep an eye on these and remove the suckers on the side in the middle of the plants there. But that's the tomatoes anyways. But I'm all prepared, ready to go this week. I'm working late this week, so I'll have a few late nights potting on this week, and also throughout the mornings I'll get things sorted out. The temperatures on night time now are safe enough for the leeks to go into the polytunnel, which the leeks that are ready, they'll be going into the polytunnel. The leeks that aren't and need potting on, I will pot them on as time progresses. I am a little bit behind with some of them because I've not been able to pot them on, but never mind. Things will happen, it will happen. So like I say, that's it. That's me done for this week. Preparation work mainly this week. So I look forward to seeing you all next week. Like I say, I might do a live vid or 2 next week. We'll see how things progress. But as of this week, thanks everybody for watching. Thanks to all of the new subscribers as well. Subscriber numbers are picking up fast and furiously. Plenty of things to look forward to going forward. Like I say, that I want to get that skin on the polytunnel, but I didn't manage to get it done. Needed to wait for a nice hot day, so I'm going to organise a day where I can get a few people over, and we'll have a drink of cider and we'll get everything else sorted. Last thing I would like to mention is a big thank you to Robert, for providing a bag of Humax compost. I thought I had a bag in the shed, but I didn't, and he's kindly basically given us one. I'll replace it when I get down to the allotment shop on Wednesday. So once again, thanks for watching everybody. I'll see you next week. Thanks very much. Cheers now. Bye bye.